12 in a row for the Brooklyn Nets, and they're probably the best team in basketball. I don't care what anyone else says anymore. But to prove that I have been watching these games, I'm going to show you a clip from my iPhone, recording myself watching the game today. I did this 2 videos ago because I got a couple questions. Oh, you're doing Brooklyn Net videos. Do you even watch the games? And the answer is yes. Now, I've stated this in other videos. I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan, but now I kind of am because I made this pledge to make a video every time they win in this winning streak, and here they go. They keep on winning. I legit can't believe how many Brooklyn Nets games I'm watching. I told you guys I would put out a new video every time the Brooklyn Nets win on this winning streak. I was expecting, I don't know, 10 max, 11 now, 12 now. This is proof. I'm watching the games. They're up 30 against the Spurs, but I'm watching the games. Oh my goodness, they can't lose. My gosh. All right. You know what time it is. 12 straight. Here we go. In all honesty, I kind of figured the Brooklyn Nets were going to continue this winning streak today and make it 12 in a row. The San Antonio Spurs are one of the worst teams in basketball, and they pretty much aren't going to compete with a team that has Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And as always, the bench played well. The bench and the role guys, I'll say both of that. But as always, again, 25 points, 11 assists, 3 rebounds for Kevin Durant on 10 of 14 shooting, just pure efficiency. And, of course, 11 for 14 shooting, even better efficiency from Kyrie Irving, 27 points, 8 rebounds. And shockingly, no assist. That's besides the point. The bench continued to play well, and the role players continued to play well. The guy I've been saying that should be the defensive player of the year, 10 points and 5 rebounds for Nick Claxton, 5 of 8 shooting, once again, just doing what he needs to do. Just a quick side note on this video, it was hard for me to do. I was just in the middle of watching Monday Night Football as DeMar Hamlin went down, collapsed on the field, and this game is at a postponement. They don't know what happened. 10 minutes CPR on the field, going to the hospital, and now the players are back in the locker room and they might be canceling this game. So first and foremost, just prayers out to him and his family. And it was hard for me to do this video, but I decided, I promise I'm going to be doing videos after every Nets win. But as a sports page, I do NFL, NBA stuff. I had to mention that and give my prayers to him and his family. This is bigger than sports. And another guy I've been talking about in Seth Curry, who I've been saying is if he can get kind of things rolling, this could really make this even an extra plus for the Brooklyn Nets. And today he did that. 4 of 7 from 3, 6 of 12 from the field, had 16 points. That's exactly what you want from a guy like Seth Curry. And last but not least, one of the 2 sneakiest pickups of the season. One was Royce O'Neal, who didn't play. And number 2 was TJ Warren, who got a lot of playing time today and had 18 points on 9 of 13 shooting. And he's going to be one of those pieces that if he gets back to where he was a few years ago, oh my goodness, this team's going to be insane. I mentioned in my last video, but if you want a shirt or this hat, you can go to the link in my description. And if you add your email on the main site, I'll put the site's name right here, you will be entered for a giveaway for that as well once we sell 5 of each of them. So please go ahead, show some support. And in my next video, I'll announce the winner of the giveaway. 12 wins in a row obviously is a huge accomplishment. But another really cool part about it is the Celtics losing yesterday. With the Celtics losing yesterday, the Brooklyn Nets are now 1 game behind first seed in the Eastern Conference. Recently, they already surpassed the Cavs and the Bucks after beating them after Christmas. And now they're playing the Celtics soon, just in a few days here, and they're only 1 game behind the number 1 seed. Remember, a 12-game winning streak at 25-12 means that they were 13-12 just 12 games ago. This team was a 500, a sub-500 team, and now they're a team that's sitting 1 game behind the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Another thing that's just extremely impressive with this team is if you go to the points per game, offensively in the Eastern Conference, they're 3rd in points per game. It's a lethal offense. We all know that. The other beautiful side of it is they're 5th in opponents' points per game at 110, only behind the Cavs, 76ers, Heat, and Bucks. So they're a top 5 team in the Eastern Conference defensively, a top 5 team offensively, and this team is only only going to get better as the season goes. As long as Ben Simmons continues to get better, Joe Harris comes back from injury, Seth Curry becomes more and more prominent of a player on this team, Yuta Watanabe becomes even better, TJ Warren becomes even better, Nick Claxton continues to do what he does, Royce O'Neal continues to dominate in his type of role. So don't take that the wrong way. Dominate in his type of role. This team has endless possibilities for where they can end up this year. I'd be shocked if they have a fully healthy season, a full slate of healthiness, and they go through the playoffs, that they're not at least an Eastern Conference Finals team, and they might be a team that's going to make it to the NBA Finals. And I really don't see a team stopping them. My biggest concern would be the Milwaukee Bucks, just because they have a guy named Giannis, and Giannis is hard to guard no matter who you have on the team. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's a better duo, not only in the East, but in the NBA. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. It doesn't get more unstoppable than that. Another just big piece to talk about is Kyrie Irving in general. I mean, Kyrie Irving's played 26 out of the 36 games. And for most people, that would not be the most impressive thing, but he's played over 50% of the games this year, which is a huge plus for what the Nets have experienced over the last couple years. Obviously, there's been a lot of bad luck for this Nets team with Kevin Durant and with Kyrie Irving and with trades happening and all these different on and off the court things, but they're finally catching a groove. Kyrie is playing the best basketball we've seen him play in a long time, if not ever. 26.2 points per game, 5 rebounds, 4.6 assists. He's shooting pretty much 50% from the field, 37% from three. This guy is probably playing like one of the top 10 players in the NBA, right alongside with top 10 Kevin Durant. And that's why this is going to be extremely hard to stop. And let's not forget, this Brooklyn Nets team is 17-3 since Kyrie came back. He gets a lot of the credit. And I say along with Jacque Vaughn, the coach, because since Steve Nash left, Jacque Vaughn's really changed the culture and the mood of this team. And here we are, 12 straight. And I'll see you next time when they make it 13 straight, most likely. And I really hope they take it to 15 straight. That way we can watch on TNT Thursday, January 12th against the Boston Celtics, probably to take first place in the Eastern Conference. This schedule is not the easiest, though. At Chicago, at New Orleans, at Miami. 3 straight road games against pretty decent teams. I know Chicago's down right now, but pretty decent teams. So it's going to be hard to see if they're able to keep this winning streak going. But if they do and they push it to 15, we got Game 16 on the line against Boston at home on TNT. And it's for sure at that point, as long as if Boston loses another game, it'll be tied. But if it's, if this is the same standings, it'd be winner to be the first place in the Eastern Conference right now. And who would have thought that a month ago? Not me, at least. But I've hopped on the bandwagon. Say what you want. That's just what I'm doing. And much love. I'm Sammy on Tap, and we'll be back next time when it's 13 straight. Peace.